So today we're pretty much making a fence. So starting with the obvious, I've been away. I've been busy, but we're back now. This fence that I'm building, as you can see from the photos, didn't exist when I started. Initially this garden wasn't even here either. When the house was purchased some 6-7 years ago, it was just lawn. I built a garden, I had a nice garden, I was quite happy with the little garden. Then we got a dog, and the dog liked to dig, so I built a temporary fence. But as anyone knows, something temporary lasts a very long time. But it didn't. It kind of deteriorated very, very quickly. So this video is me rebuilding the fence, making a nice white picket fence. Let me know what you think of the final result. Step 1 was to cut all of the pieces, and step 2, which is my least favourite of any project, was to paint all the pieces. Especially something outside, it's important to get it fully painted. The soil in this garden might look quite nice, however it's only the top 5-ish centimeters. Underneath it is pretty much hard clay, so I had a real hard time getting these small posts, and I did a total of 6, and I went through some interesting ways trying to get down into the clay, including using a chisel at one point, and at another point I swapped out for an old 20mm spade bit on a drill, and I essentially just drilled the soil out of the way. And yeah, we got there. It just was not a fun experience. These pits you see me putting up here, I don't know what they're called, but I was quite meticulous to make sure that the lengths that could be continuous were continuous, and where there was a corner or a bend I securely mounted the next piece. My biggest downfall from the last build had been that the joins had been weak and they deteriorated, they fell apart, and then the whole fence just pretty much collapsed. I entered this confident that I had enough pieces to do the whole picket fence, but just to be safe I laid them all out first, and I'm glad I did. My original spacing would have caused me issues. By no reason other than a fluke, the spacing I needed between each picket was exactly the width of my level, so I used the level both to level them and to space them. It meant for a very quick and consistent installation. Once everything was installed, I gave it a quick hose down and then got out the compressor. With that compressor I spray painted a second coat over everything just to give it a solid chance. Finally a water blast to clean up my inaccurate spraying. Once this was all done, this was the end product. A nice solid white picket fence. Now the garden looks like it's well looked after and cared for. Thank you very much for joining me on this short video. Apologies about the delay, but I will be seeing you all shortly. I have many things in the pipeline. Good night.